Now the cold cases. A staffer for a powerful Rhode Island senator murdered in cold blood.
Yeah, it was just a horrible time, and it was a summer before I started high school, June 1st of 1981.
Was it a robbery gone wrong, or did someone want the father of three silenced? It's a question that's been haunting Raymond Nelson's family for decades.
Kim Kalunian spoke with his son and joins us now live in studio with the story. Kim?
Well, Mike and Shannon, Marc Nelson is 58 now, nearly the same age his father was when he was killed. It happened 43 years ago when Marc was just 14. Senator Claiborne Pell, a powerhouse on Capitol Hill and the namesake of the Newport Bridge and the popular National College Grant Program. Pell spoke glowingly of his staffer Raymond Nelson in 1981, saying he was a truly good man who bubbled with warmth, enthusiasm, and new ideas, and a man in whose company it was always a joy to be.
My mom used to say that he was the best loved man on Capitol Hill, and yeah, she might not be far wrong in that.
Raymond's son Marc spoke to us from his home just outside of Washington, D.C. It's where his dad, a Rhode Island native, traveled to work when Pell was elected to the U.S. Senate. Raymond had previously worked at the Providence Journal, rising to bureau chief before his change of career. Marc says his dad was outgoing and friendly, but struggled with alcoholism. When Marc was 9, his parents separated, and his dad began a new relationship with a man living in an apartment here on Quincy Street in D.C. Marc remembers the last time he saw his father at a family gathering at his late sister's house.
And when he left, he didn't just say, you know, well, I'll see you guys another time, till next time. He went around to each one of us with tears in his eyes and said goodbye to each one of us, like, you know, one by one, with tears in his eyes. And when he left, my brother said, I don't think we're going to see Dad alive again.
2 days later, Marc got called to the front office of his junior high school. His mom was there to take him home early.
No one said anything on the ride there, but I pretty much knew right then that, you know, something like this had happened. And when we got home, my mom and I were sitting on the couch, and she said, Dad is dead.
Metropolitan Police declined an interview for this story, but they told us it was Nelson's roommate who came home to discover their apartment had been ransacked and Nelson was dead. Police told us no evidence proving who committed this crime had been obtained.
He was actually hit over his head with his typewriter. That was what killed him. And that makes me think that it was pretty symbolic, because, you know, he worked for the Providence Journal. He used his typewriter quite a lot. And it was, you know, I thought of that as basically a message that he may have known some information about some powerful people that they didn't want the information to get out.
Media reports at the time said police did not publicly identify the murder weapon or a possible motive. And now, with decades gone, Marc fears whoever was responsible has now died and will never be held accountable for their crime.
I would definitely like to see the case opened up again and the perpetrators caught or whatever, you know, found guilty for what they did. But I really don't think that that's going to happen.
And there is still that $25,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest or conviction in this case. If you have any information, you are urged to call the number that police have provided, 202-727-9099. For more information on this and other cold cases, or to tell us about one that you think we should cover, just head to WPRI.com. I'm Kim Kalunian, 12 News.